Hi, Kevin here. Well, it's Sunday, February 13th, which means tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Now, Mr. Fox had to go back to the city this afternoon, so what I did for him this morning was to fix a really nice breakfast and serve it to him in bed. And boy, was he surprised and really happy. So I wanted to recreate the same meal this evening, one, because I'm hungry and because I might want to have breakfast in bed. So first, let me show you the breakfast tray. So this is the kind of tray you want if you're going to serve breakfast in bed to yourself or to someone you love. So it looks like an ordinary tray. It has handles on the side, but it also has legs, which means you can actually set this on your lap when you're in bed and you don't have to worry about the tray toppling over. Anyway, it's a good thing to have. I bought 2 of these on Amazon about 5 years ago, and this morning was the first time I used one of the trays. Okay, now let me gather my ingredients and I'll show you what I fixed for Mr. Fox. All right, so first up is cottage cheese pancakes. Now these are creamy and delicious. They're also low carb because they contain very little flour. So what I have here is 6 large eggs. Just dropping these into the jar of my blender. Then I'm going to add 1.5 cups of cottage cheese. In you go. Then add 1/2 cup of self-rising flour. Self-rising flour already contains baking powder and salt. Also going to add just a little splash of pure vanilla extract. This is from my own homemade stash. 1/2 teaspoon to 1 teaspoon is enough. You could add a couple of teaspoons of sugar if you like, but I'm not going to add any sugar. Okay, then find my lid. Yeah, and you can make these pancakes well ahead of time. They freeze perfectly and you can just reheat them. Okay, now I'm just going to blitz these ingredients in the blender, and this is going to be noisy, so I'll get it started and then I'll come back when they're ready. And it's ready. That wasn't even 5 seconds, you guys. Now, let me fetch my skillet. Okay, while we're waiting for the skillet to heat up, thought I might as well go ahead and make the tea. This is Earl Grey. Yeah, that roar that you heard in the first part of this video was my electric kettle boiling the water. Okay. I'm going to let this steep. And now I think my skillet is hot enough that we can cook off the pancakes. All right, I have my electric skillet heated to about 325 degrees. And I'm using the electric skillet simply because it affords more surface area than any of my stovetop skillets. And then I'm going to pour the batter by, the scant 1/4 cupful. And I did grease the skillet with a small amount of vegetable spray. Now, when these, here, let me move you in. When these pancakes look dry along the edge and they form lots of bubbles, then you'll know they're good and brown on the bottom, and then you can flip them. Okay, and I'll flip mine as soon as they've made a lot of bubbles. All right, these only took about 2 minutes to cook on the first side, and they will take probably just 30 seconds to cook on the other side. And then what I'm going to do is transfer the pancakes to a baking sheet, and then I'm going to keep the pancakes warm in a 200-degree oven. Yeah, now I wanted to talk with you for a moment about menus for breakfast in bed. I looked on YouTube to get some ideas, and to tell you the truth, I was rather disappointed because because I looked up breakfast in bed ideas, and they gave me some really complicated, time-consuming recipes, and who wants to be doing that early in the morning, when you just want to serve someone breakfast in bed? You want to keep it kind of simple, and if at all possible, serve things that you've already made ahead of time. So these pancakes certainly fit that bill. All right, I'm going to finish cooking off the pancakes, and then I'll come back. All right, here's the second batch of pancakes, and I wanted to just taste one of these for you. These are so creamy and good. You'd never even know they were low carb. Oh, just delicious. Okay, I'm going to put these on the baking sheet, and then I'll put the baking sheet in the oven and come right back. All right, I also served Mr. Fox some freshly squeezed orange juice this morning. And I used Grandma's old-fashioned citrus juicer. And this is how you use the gadget. So you cut an orange in half. Then it has this little cone shape up here. And you just push the orange half against that cone and squeeze, and all the juice comes out. And you get some really nice pulp too, which of course is very healthy for us. All right, I'm going to finish juicing 3 oranges. Who knows, maybe I'll add a little vodka to mine, since I'm going to be eating this meal for dinner tonight. Okay, we'll be back. Yeah, this old-fashioned citrus squeezer is surprisingly efficient. I got quite a bit. I got about 1 cup of orange juice from those 3 oranges. And I'm going to pour this into a champagne flute, simply because I don't have another small clear glass, drinking glass. All right, and next I'm going to serve half a grapefruit for this breakfast or dinner in bed. Oh, look at this. It's a blood grapefruit. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to put it in this little bowl over here. Yeah, Mr. Fox had just regular grapefruit this morning. So I bought this from my local farm store. Had no idea it was going to be this beautiful blood grapefruit. All right, so now I have my tray over here. I have my plate, my fork, my knife, my freshly squeezed orange juice without any vodka, and I have some pure maple syrup in this little pitcher. I did the same thing for Mr. Fox this morning. and teacup, which needs the tea. See if we can zoom in on the tea over here. Now there's the pancakes, which I did keep warm in the 200-degree oven. These are small pancakes, so I'll do 5 of them. Of course, you couldn't even see. There they are. I'm going to add a little butter. And a little more butter. And I can add the maple syrup. Yeah, who says we can't have breakfast for dinner? All right, now I did want to decorate the pancakes the same way I decorated them this morning for Mr. Fox. I just put some sliced fresh strawberries on top of the pancakes. You know, just for that little special touch. Okay, let me give you a close-up of this tray. All right, here's the setup, which is pretty much identical to what I served to Mr. Fox this morning. Here's the tea. Here are the wonderful, creamy cottage cheese pancakes with good butter and pure maple syrup and slices of strawberry. Here's the grapefruit half. Here's the freshly squeezed orange juice, which really is wonderful. So I think as breakfast in bed menus go, this one is particularly doable. Oh, and there was one final touch for Mr. Fox's breakfast tray. I had purchased a bunch of tulips yesterday, really as a Valentine's gift to myself, and then I snipped one of the stems, rather short, and I put it in this little tiny clear glass vase. So this certainly goes on the tray. Now, if you're fixing this breakfast tray for some special occasion and it involves a card, this is the card that Mr. Fox gave to me, you can certainly tuck the card on the tray when you bring it as a special surprise to your loved one. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to do something extra special for your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, maybe consider serving them breakfast in bed as a surprise. You could even serve yourself breakfast in bed. Why not? That's what I'm going to be doing, but not for breakfast, for dinner. All right, thank you so much for watching. Have a really happy Valentine's Day, okay? Bye for now.